And good morning. This is Happenings Around the Hudson Valley with Stan, the Boss Moss. I just showed a clip just a few minutes ago. It's the first snowy day. It's the date is 10/27 October. It's a Thursday, and this is the first show that we're going to be doing from our new studio here in my home. And they seem to have closed down the radio station on Main Street, but they're still in business over in Hyde Park, so you can still catch the news, sports, and weather on WHPW, 9:50 a.m. in Hyde Park. It's just they spread yourself a little thin, and it's a little bit too far away to get to Hyde Park, so I set up the studio for the YouTube account right here in the Hudson Valley, here in Poughkeepsie. So today we're just going to start off with just local news that you can use in case you need help during the winter. It's a beautiful day outside. The snow is just starting to let up. It's going to be about 39 degrees today. Right now it's about 32. So we woke up to our first snow of the year, which was a lovely thing. It was a break from all the politics and everything going on. I would like to let you know we do have no guests today. I haven't scheduled anything for today. But I did want to get to some of the equipment, some of the new equipment real quick before we go into our morning read. I recently acquired a gift from my son, Justin, to help us along with the show, to be a little bit more portable and to cover local events. And he was nice enough to give us a handy cam, so which was a lovely gift, along with the card and everything, so I can get out there and record locally just about anything. In fact, I can record you recording me. Recently we have been recording all the shows on the tablet and the radio station, but just like this camera here, I recorded the Father's Day parade and stuff like that. So we're still doing on-air, on-time recordings from local events, school fundraisers, National Historical Society walks, such as the Walk for Cancer, global warming, suicide prevention, which is one of our biggest that we have to date on YouTube. So we're still involved in that. We're involved in the entire Hudson Valley region, and we enjoy doing so. It took us a while to get the studio put together. I've put pictures of it. It's decorated for Halloween. Normally it wouldn't be decorated with such elaborate things like my favorite listener here, or swords and pretty much Halloween costumes. The ones I wore at the after-school program with pictures taken of the kids and stuff like that. I do have my pet cat Hunter, which is trying to get in the door right now because she's missing Daddy. So if you hear any scratching at the door, it's her. I would let her in, but she would be all over everything. I did bring all the flags and everything from the studio. But anyway, enough about me and setting up the station and everything, and I would like to thank all the volunteers that we have here. We still have several volunteers that I would like to establish in the city of Poughkeepsie for various jobs. But due to my health, unfortunately, I have not went to the city council meetings in quite some time due to surgeries on my back. And I'm doing quite well. I have my in-home nurse and everything. And to all my friends, thank you for tuning in today. It's great to be back, and all this that I have here is mostly done by the volunteers, and I would like to thank them. Stephanie Moss, which is my daughter, she's in school right now during this recording, or she would be here with me. But I just want to get to some local information for those people who may need help in several categories. So I'm just going to read this off, and this is a test production for the Happenings Around the Hudson Valley multimedia services, and we do free commercials for local businesses, free advertisements for bands, concerts, and fundraising for school events to help the school children out throughout Hudson Valley. If you would like to comment on any of these shows that we have broadcast on YouTube, please go to Happenings Around the Hudson Valley and post it there, and I will begin reading those off there as soon as we have the established shows. Right now I'm limited on recording. Like I said, we will be using both cameras to record the shows from now on, and I will post them back to back. They'll have the same date, different angles, different points of views, which everybody could use a different point of view. I do not get into politics. To me, it is too controversial and absolutely silly, this political season. This is absolutely too deep to get into. I will be having special guests from the City Council. I've already been in contact with 2 that would like to sit down and do interviews concerning politics and local politics here in the Queen City, Poughkeepsie, New York, and see what we can do about helping Poughkeepsie, the county seat, and surrounding areas. As those come in, we will sit down and do interviews with those. Like I said, I'm sitting here getting this coffee because it's cold outside. This is the coldest day of the year so far. Hopefully we won't have any snow on Halloween. And right now it's 11:15 in the morning. As you can see, the sunlight's coming in. Not to be stupid, but we're going to get to our read right now. So, on with the show. Alright, my favorite, which I did a documentary you may have seen posted on Happenings Around the Hudson Valley, which also had a 21-minute documentary on myself and why and how it was produced. Okay, I would like to start off with family services. Okay, so here we go. Family Services is located at 29 North Hamilton Street, here in the city of Poughkeepsie, and this is providing hope, improves lives, strengthening the community. Okay, and you can get in touch with them here in the city of Poughkeepsie at 845-452-1110. Okay, we also have an office at 85 Grand Street across the river in Kingston, New York, and that would be 845-331-5641. Once again, that's my cat trying to get in to see Daddy. Okay, and also at Family Services and their education department, there's over 20 different educational groups, social groups, medical group, dental, and also they feed the hungry, and all the information you can imagine you can get there. This is one of them. It's called the Real Skills Network Youth Leadership Initiatives. Learn something new every day. Relationship, Empowerment, Affirmation, and Leadership. That's Real Skills Network Incorporated, 29 North Hamilton Street. That's office 112, Poughkeepsie, New York. If you'd like to contact them, that's 845-452-6088, extension 3169. All right? And like I said, they cover everything. Also, for those people who need care management, community education, family support and advocacy, homelessness services, and pro-supported housing, you can get in touch with Mental Health America of Dutchess County. That's located here in the city of Poughkeepsie. Mental Health of America of Dutchess County is located at 253 Manson Street, Poughkeepsie, New York. That's 12601. Okay? And for a little bit more personalized service, if you know someone that may need these services, this is Taconic Resources for Independent, a service center for independent living, services for people with disabilities, to promote independence and integration in society for people with disabilities. Once again, that's my cat. I'm going to have to go get her in a minute. And that's at 82 Washington Street, 214, Poughkeepsie, New York, 12601. Their phone number is 845-452-3913. And also we have Teen Parenting Program. And you can get in touch with them at 845-454-0595. Okay, and that's the Center for Prevention of Child Abuse. So if you know anybody that may need those services, please contact them. And we also have the Lexington for Recovery Adolescent Program. Okay, and To schedule an evaluation, call Dutchess County Helpline at 845-485-9700. Okay, the Lexington Center for Recovery at 41 Page Park Drive, Poughkeepsie, New York, and you can contact them at 845-486-2950. And here's one of my favorites here, okay, because everybody loves the vets. Okay, the Veteran Housing and Services and Supportive Services for Veterans Families. The SFVF office at 38 North Clinton Street, Poughkeepsie, New York. Their phone number is 845-232-5754. Or you can fax them at 845-337-4197. And we also have here the Mid-Hudson Interpretive Services, providing interpretive services and services for the deaf and hard of hearing. They're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They're at 82 Washington Street, Suite 214, Poughkeepsie, New York, and that's 452-3913. And on to another concern. We're getting more serious and more serious as we go down the line. Battered Women's Services, helping victims of domestic violence for over 30 years. They're open 24 hours a day. Crisis and Information Hotline is 845-485-5550, and they're located at Family Services. That's 29 North Hamilton Street. And then you have the Crime Victim Assistance Program, providing advocacy, counseling, and forensic nursing services to victims of crime in Dutchess County, 24 hours a day. Rape Crisis and Crime Victims Hotline. That's 845-452-7272, and that's also located at Family Services. See, I'm going right through these because information is knowledge, and we all need knowledge. I'm not the most knowledgeable person in the world, but at least I'm trying to get the word out. Okay, nobody deserves to be abused. This is something that caught my eye, so I had to grab it. Okay, it's the Grace Smith House. Has a heck of a reputation here. 1 Brookside Avenue, Poughkeepsie, New York, 12601. And you can call them at 845-471-3033, and they can help. From 90 to 95% of domestic violence survivors are women. Okay, so if you know somebody or have a friend that's in that need, please call them. That's right here in the city of Poughkeepsie. And also teen dating violence. I hope you don't have a problem with that with your child. That's also Grace Smith House Incorporated, 1 Brookside Avenue, Poughkeepsie, New York, 845-452-7155. And they have been here a long time. I just can't say enough about them. These organizations have been around for years, but if you see your child or another child with these problems, or comes to you with issues such as tell you that other girls or girls that don't trust you, text you constantly because they miss you, act jealous and or positive, accuse you of cheating or flirting, trying to keep you from being around friends and family, constantly put you down, make fun of you in front of others, including jokes at your expense, destroy or to take your personal property or sentimental items, or cheat on you. All these are related to teen dating violence, and they can establish themselves and grow into violence. So keep a lookout for those signs. Please do that. Nobody should have to experience violence in their child's lives, much less an adult life. Okay, partnering to protect people with special needs. Okay, this is another issue. Okay, for the protection of people with special needs. And please contact the Justice Center for Information and Referral staff at toll-free 1-800-624-4143. And this is put out by the New York State Justice Center. Okay, and please contact them if you know of anyone that may need those services. And okay, one of my favorites here, Habitat home ownership. Okay, let's. What does it take to be a Habitat homeowner? If your family or a family you know is in need of a decent, affordable housing, please contact Habitat for Humanity of Dutchess County to apply. Habitat of Humanity of Dutchess County is located at 45 Catherine Street, Poughkeepsie, New York, 12601. Okay, this is people actually helping people buy homes. So if all you have to do is prove steady income, show ability to pay, earn a monthly income that does not exceed maximum amount of, depending on household size, invest sweat equity hours in building her home and others, and show a willingness to partner, make an affordable deposit, extend homeowner education classes. Not too shabby, not too shabby at all. Okay, now for those who find themselves with a sudden problem of depression or anxiety for whatever comes down the road in your life, okay, this is put out by the entire state, okay, thanks to our friends up in Albany. It's called Need to Talk, Life Out of Control, Friends Need Help, Need Someone to Talk to, talk or text 845-485-9700, or call toll free 877-485-9700, the Dutchess County Helpline app. Experienced people who care and can help are available every day 24/7. The helpline is a service brought to you by Dutchess County Department of Health, Behavioral and Community Health. And that's put out by the state of New York and Dutchess County. Okay, this is one of the saddest information pamphlets that I have to read, but I make sure I read it all the time. And safe baby, safe place, safe haven. This is a number that some people might want to keep in mind, depending on how their situation is, especially during the winter time when it's getting cold outside. Okay, because some people have serious situations going on during the winter. And I'm going to go ahead and give you the number. The number is 1-877-796-HOPE, H-O-P-E, HOPE. And the reason I gave you that number is ATM, Children of Hope Safe Haven Program. Don't abandon your newborn baby. You can protect your secret and get help if your newborn baby is not harmed. Take your newborn baby to a community hospital, emergency room, or any community firehouse. You will not have to answer any questions. The police will not be called. Your newborn baby will be safe. Your secret will be safe. Helpline is 1-877-796-HOPE, which is 4673. Okay, please remember, I'll say it again, the helpline is 1-877-796-4673. Okay, and that's information that all young mothers need to know, especially if they need housing or care. Don't put your child in a dumpster, ditch, drain pipe. I've heard about these all year long, and like I said, that's the saddest one that I have to read. Now, with the rest of them, it's going to be just individual help throughout Poughkeepsie and the Hudson Valley, food drives, and in case your lights go off, stuff like that. Then places to go, things to do, people to meet, which there are great people out there. Take a sip of my coffee. I see my cat got quiet. She knows what I'm doing now. I've been doing it for a couple of years. I wished I was still on the radio. I'd like to thank J.P. Ferraro, and I'd also like to thank Brian Conley, which was my co-host. I'll have him on the show at one point in time. He's a traveling musician, and he's very busy, especially this time of month. People start playing in the taverns, saloons, and the festivals this time of year, the fall festivals and the winter concerts. And I would like to welcome him back for interviews, news, views, and interviews you could use. Okay, on with the show. And some of these I've actually worked together. You may have seen me wearing the t-shirts before. This particular one is one of my favorites. Okay, it's a nonprofit repair program. Rebuilding Together is accepting applications from 501c3 organizations for nonprofit community organizations to apply for repair services and accessibility modifications, much like the handicap entrances and stuff, through Rebuilding Together Dutchess County. Nonprofit organizations that focus on advocacy and community buildings are encouraged to apply. Applications will be accepted year-round. Now you can contact them. The telephone number is 845-454-7310. Okay, and if you want to get in touch with them via your computer, it is www.rtduchess.org, or call and the number you have, and that's referred as Rebuilding Dutchess County, and I've actually worked for them before back in the 90s, and they are some awesome people doing wonderful things. So and here's another one that I volunteered for over the years. I've been volunteering for the past soon to be 24 years. But it's the Academy Street Area Partnership, called ASAP. Now, this was formed in 2007, and they seek to collaborate with other community-minded groups, organizations, businesses, and citizens to build a stronger, more vibrant Poughkeepsie. This is redoing houses. Some of the old historical elaborate houses that they have here, they like to reconstruct these houses and make them a sign of the times, and also historical stops. These places are absolutely beautiful, and I may put some of these pictures on Facebook for you to see and title it, you know, Beautiful Houses Around Poughkeepsie. I'll come up with a title for it. But you can visit ASAP. You'd ask for Lena Macuso, and they're located at 131 Academy Street, Poughkeepsie, New York. Their phone number is 845-337-8552. See, I can go on and on and on just talking about all of the things you can get involved with if you're interested in volunteering. Now, I'd like to get a little bit deeper into the mental health situation and the programs that are available, because some people just lock themselves in their room and they don't know what to do. Of course, there's mental health, but do they want to go, and why would they want to go? And it's the programs that are available to them, and they may not be aware. Some people think that you just go in and lay on the couch and talk to a psychiatrist. That's not necessarily true. There's a lot of programs involved, but you do have to walk through the door. Okay, so we're going to go with this one right here. This is MHA, Mental Health of America of Dutchess County. Okay, and you can get in touch with them at 845-473-2500. Okay. Incarcerated youth, family support. That's Hope for Families, helping others through personal experience. You are not alone. That's the second and fourth Monday of each month, 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Mental Health of America, Dutchess County is located at 253 Manson Street, Poughkeepsie. You would ask for Lynn Rogers at 845-473-2500, extension 1343. Free child care is available for ages 4 through 13 on site. So these are things that you can look into. Now I'm going to go over a list of things from the Hudson Valley Counseling Center locations throughout the Hudson Valley. Okay, so this will just take a moment. All right, Dutchess County Counseling Centers. Beacon Counseling Center, 223 Main Street, Beacon, New York. The telephone number is 845-838-4920. That's their hours are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 to 5. Tuesday and Thursday is 9 to 9. Poughkeepsie Counseling Center is 46 Lincoln Avenue, Poughkeepsie, New York, 12601. And their phone number is 845-471-6004. Their hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 to 8, and Friday, 9 to 5. Hyde Park Counseling Center, Children's Medical Group, Suite 2. That's 4252 Albany Post Road in Hyde Park. And their telephone number is 845-233-5935. And their hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9 to 8. And then you have the Dover Counseling Center, and that's located at 6423 Route 55 in Wingdale, New York. Their number is 845-350-3010. And their hours are Monday, Thursdays through Thursday, 9 to 8, Friday 9 to 5. And also you have the Rhinebeck Counseling Center, which is a satellite office, and that's located at 187 East Market Street, Rhinebeck, New York. Their number is 845-616-5335. Their hours is Monday Tuesday 12 to 8, Wednesday 11 to 8, Thursday and Friday 11 to 5. Okay, and that's our stand-up group for the Mid-Hudson Valley, just right here local and across the river. Now a group known as People's Incorporated also. They have activities and they have classes and stuff that you can join. And these are things that you can do. It gets very boring during the winter. People need counseling. They need things to do. They need to get involved. So I'm just going to go through just a few of the classes that they have. And this is put out by People's Incorporated. Okay? People's Incorporated is located at 126 Ennis Avenue, Poughkeepsie, New York. And their phone number is 845-452-2728. Okay? Now I'm going to just run across their scheduling for programs because it's very interesting that people should know. It's very important. Okay? Okay, on Monday from 3 to 4 p.m. they have the dual recovery groups. Okay? Tuesday from 3 to 4 they have Emotions Anonymous. Also on Tuesday from 12 to 1 they have grief support groups. And believe me, I know what a grief support group is. Wednesday from 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. support groups. Wednesday 1 to 2 p.m. they have men's, women's wellness groups. Wednesday from 5 to 6:30 p.m. they have mixer groups. Okay, that's where everybody gets together. And Thursday from 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. they have spirituality groups. Okay, and then on Thursday from 3 to 4 p.m. they have wise mind groups. And also on Friday from 3 to 4 they have the HOPE group, the Hope group. And then Friday from 5 to 7 p.m. they have movie night. So these are not only getting out, meeting people that are going through similar situations or the same situations, and you can actually meet other people and sit down and talk with them. And also on Friday night sit down and socialize and watch a movie. The mixture, from the mixture group to movie night, grief support groups, dual recovery groups for those people who are going through alcoholism, drug addiction, and everything else. But nobody's more active than People's Incorporated. Once again, I'll give you their number. They're located at 126 Ennis Avenue, Poughkeepsie, New York. Their number is 845-452-2728. All right, get in touch with them today. Okay, now I've always try to stay in touch with the Family Partnership. Okay, Family Services, 29 North Hamilton Street here in Poughkeepsie. And one of my best friends there, which is the director of Duchess Outreach, his associate director, which is Tara Whalen, put this out, and I always read it. It's a food drive, okay? Okay, the food pantry at Duchess Outreach has experienced empty shelves left by busy months of feeding the hungry around the county. Any food donations are appreciated. Items most needed: canned meats, fish, tuna hash, stew, etc. Canned vegetables and fruits, large cans of soup, canned yams, potatoes, pasta, spaghetti, sauce with meat, peanut butter and jelly, cereals, hot or cold, and juices. For more information, please contact Carol Beck at 845-454-3792. Okay, and I appreciate that. I could read this entire page right here. Like I said, I've got a lot of information on it, and I can go on and on it. But there's nothing better than trying to help somebody help themselves. And it is a crisis. Hunger is a crisis. Family support is a crisis, and only you can help. Okay, there's only so many things you can do, but educate and make sure there's a roof over your family's head, and they have something to eat. And so many people, unfortunately, have to rely on these services, and for that we thank everyone for their support. Okay, now another very interesting thing. If you have a problem with your power, as you can see, it's still snowing outside. It's not thick flakes like it was, but it's still snowing. It wasn't supposed to snow today at all. It was supposed to be cold, but we ended up waking up to some snow for the first time for the year. So I consider this pamphlet from the Natural Gas Outlook from New York of interest. So if your power or your gas gets shut off, I'm going to give you some information here. If you have questions about your heating bill or need assistance with paying your utility bills, contact the New York State Department of Public Services helpline at 1-800-342-3377. If you are facing an electric or gas shutoff, call the department's hotline at 1-800-342-3355. Okay, that's 1-800-342-3355 if you're facing a gas or electric shutoff. All right, they can break it down for you, and they'll make sure your power don't go off. And that's put out by the New York's Natural Gas Outlook, and they'll make sure you have everything you need. Okay, and they will work with you, and that's the interesting thing. Now, I have went through these things, and I hope that some of them, at least some of them, were beneficial to you. I know that YouTube is worldwide, but this is why we call it Happenings Around the Hudson Valley, because we do what we can. Like I said, if you have any promotions or any help situations that you would like broadcast for any reason, actually, I don't care if it's a fundraiser, I don't care if it's entertainment, open mic night, it doesn't matter. But there's some interesting things that people can go to, like I said, whether it's a fundraiser, a free event, community gathering, church, social, it doesn't matter. We can get the word out. That's what we do here at Happenings Around the Hudson Valley Multimedia Services. Okay? And now, for things you can do, places you can go and have some real good times, including, we just missed the fair. That was back in August, but we had that on the radio station, so you'll see that in the backlog of our recordings. So, it's been a long time since I've been on the air, so I'm a little bit rusty. Sometimes you just out there, but you know what? I'm looking forward to being back with the people who love me, my family down south. Stay warm. I know it gets cold there too, but stay warm. Your summers seem to last longer than ours, obviously, but soon we'll be taking on, in the month of December, the downhill bobsled race, the Winter Games, much like the Olympics for the children. Here at Tubman Terrace, we do have a wonderful, wonderful hill down here, and they cooperate with us. All the kids from the school and the local area get together, and we time them how fast they can go down the hill. I get out there with my camcorder, record it, and you'll definitely see me out there. And the wonderful thing about that is it's kids, all about kids having fun, and it takes the edge of being bored and stuck in the house with cabin fever all winter long, you know. So we do that, normally try to schedule that in during the Christmas break. Got to keep them busy and off the streets. That's one of the things we do here. Keep them busy, volunteering, and off the streets. But now everyone knows the Hudson Valley is one of the most historical states there is. It's there's so many things you can do, and I'm fixing to read off some of the things that are open all year long, places you can go. Theaters, the theaters here are some of the oldest in the country. The museums here are some of the oldest in the country. The civic centers, the museums. There's so many stuff, and some of the best entertainers are right here locally. It's really unusual who you can meet just walking down the street. And I don't say that for vacation purposes. I say that because it's a fact. But I'm going to read off some right here that you can visit when you come to the state of New York. It's pretty much located from Woodstock all the way down to the city. I'm located roughly 75 miles north of the city. It's a nice, beautiful country town. There's villages all up and down the river. Beautiful villages, and it's really historical. But I'm going to read off some of the things that you can do while you're here. Okay? The old Rhinebeck Aerodrome at 9 Norton Road, Red Hook, New York. You can get in touch with them, 845-752-3200. The Statsburg State Historical Site, 75 Mills Mansion Road. in Statsburg, New York. You can contact them at 845-889-8851. The Dutchess County Fairgrounds, and that's 6550 Springbrook Avenue in Rhinebeck, New York, which is just down the street. You can contact them at 845-876-4000. And the fair was during August, but they still have other events. So I do want you to know that. Or you can schedule an event of your own. If your business is interested in having an event, just contact them for that. Okay? And some of my favorite things is Franklin Delano Roosevelt Presidential Library and Museum. And that's located at 4079 Albany Post Road, Hyde Park, New York. That's where our radio station is located now. Excuse me. And you can contact them at 845-486-7770. And then you have the Mid-Hudson Civic Center, 14 Civic Center Plaza. That's 2 blocks from here, Poughkeepsie, New York, 845-454-5800. And then you have the Chance Theater. Now, I have seen some great groups come through there. I've seen 9 Inch Nails there. I've seen David Bowie there. I've seen Pat Benatar there. I've seen a lot of great people there. And this is right here on Main Street. I could walk there in 10 minutes. It's like 5 blocks from here. Let's see, where I was at. The Chance Theater, 6 Canal Street, Poughkeepsie, New York. You can contact them and see what their venue is, 845-471-1966. I would like to mention that, what is that group I was going to get over and see? Oh, Lord. Judas Priest, I'm sorry. The name skipped my mind, and I haven't seen them since the late 80s. Okay, I think it was back in 86 before I went back to my hometown, Savannah, Georgia. Okay, and by the way, I'm glad you guys missed a major part of the hurricane, and that goes out to my family and friends located in Savannah, Georgia. And also the Vanderbilt Mansion, which I was lucky enough to take some of my wedding pictures out at with my family, Bobby Key, and his lovely wife, and the entire family. But Vanderbilt Mansion is National Historical Society is located at 119 Vanderbilt Park Road. That's also in Hyde Park, New York. I've got the hiccup, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. You can contact them at 845-229-7770. And just a block away from here, we have the Bardavon, 1869 Opera House, 35 Market Street, Poughkeepsie, New York. And to contact them, their number is 845-473-2072. Like I said, that's a block away from my house right here on Market Street, and they have some of the best shows around. And another place for classical music, the Nutcracker, everything, every seasonal holiday, they have some of the most wonderful live entertainment, and they actually show movies there on a 106-inch screen. You know, it's just beautiful. It's very historic, much like the Beacon Theater in Beacon, New York. And they have wonderful bands, Charlie Daniels, ZZ Top. All these bands play there, and they play there on a regular basis, at least once a year. So it's really interesting and very entertaining, and you can get seasonal tickets for it. So in fact, I used to hold seasonal tickets for it because I loved what I would be able to see there, and have a good front row seat doing it, or in the balcony would be great. Okay, so I'm going to go on because I see a low battery markup on mine. And, okay, the Stormville Airport Antique Show and Flea Market, and that's 428 New York, 216 Stormville, New York. And you can contact them, 845-221-6561. The Mid-Hudson Children's Museum at 75 North Water Street, Poughkeepsie, New York, 845-471-0589. And then you got the Wenderstein Historical Site, 330 Morton Road, Rhinebeck, New York, right down the street. And that's at 845-476-4818. Now, if you like good live entertainment and comedy, okay, we got a little place down the street down here, down 9. It's Bananas Comedy Club, 2170 South Road, Poughkeepsie, New York, 845-462-3333. Okay, and the Coonan Hackett Art Center is 9 Vassar Street. That's another 5 blocks the other way down towards the river. Okay, that's at 9 Vassar Street, Poughkeepsie, New York. You can contact them and see what's on their venue at 486-4571. And then, of course, my favorite, which is the longest walk bridge, and I think in the U.S., if not the world. And it used to be a train trestle crossway, but they changed it into a walkway after it burnt down in the early part of the century. And that's the walkway over the Hudson, 64 Parker Avenue, Poughkeepsie, New York. And you can call them at 845-834-2867. And you'll see a lot of the pictures of the walkway on some of my account pages here at Happenings Around the Hudson Valley Multimedia Services, or on Happenings Around the Hudson Valley Facebook page. I love to use it as a cover. It's very beautiful. And in fact, I got the winter picture of them removing snow from it on my Facebook cover. Locust Grove Museum is located at 2683 South Road, Poughkeepsie, New York, 845-454-4500. And if the season's there, and you want to pack the kids up in the back of the truck or the car, you can always check out the Overlook Drive-In Theater at 126 Darragamo Road, Poughkeepsie, New York, 845-452-3445. And we also have the Barrett Art Center, 55 Knoxon Street, not even a half a block from my house, Poughkeepsie, New York, 845-471-2550. Okay? Notice how I'm right in the middle of everything? So this is one of the reasons this show came about. I can't go out my door without running into something. That's why I take pictures of the marquee and read them on the air. Get these pamphlets out and just walk in the door and grab one and read it on the air. Okay? And if you like hitting your balls around with a club, well, now we have a McCain Golf Course at 155 Wilbur Boulevard, Poughkeepsie, New York, 845-454. 1968 was a very good year. All right. And that about does it for Happenings Around the Hudson Valley. This is Stan the Boss Moss, and I appreciate you joining me. And please drive careful out there. The snow's just starting to tingle up. I need a fresh cup of coffee, and this is our test report for our multimedia service show on YouTube. So for now, God bless you, and I love you. All right. Let's put everything back up on the board. We'll be doing another show. I'm going to try to get out to 2 of them every week. And we'll try to get some guests in here to talk about their specialities in music, fundraising, and public services, and every once in a while some politics to keep you informed with news, views, and interviews that you can use. Have a blessed day now. It's the 23rd of October. We're getting ready for the elections, so make sure you get out and vote. It's the right thing to do, and it's your right to do it. Okay, so let your voice be heard. This is Stan Moss signing off for now. Everyone have a blessed day.